This meeting is being recorded.
Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I am your host, Davion. I am joined by my boy, Oronde.
What's poppin'?
By my boy, Elijah.
What's up?
And with my boy, Matt.
What's good?
I think Freddie might try to jump on at one point today, but we'll see how that goes. But, man, how we doing, y'all? How we doing?
Good. Good day.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Shame.
Elijah, how you doing? How was it?
Shame.
Shame? That's Oh, man. Well, I think we got one or maybe two trending topics today we're going to talk about. But the first one we're going to talk about, since we're going to get right into it today. Sean Payton, head coach of New Orleans Saints, not retired, but has stepped away from football and head coaching the New Orleans Saints after 16 years of doing so. He is a Super Bowl winner. He has over 150 wins. He also, arguably one of the greatest head coaches of all time. I'm sure he's up there on the top 10, top 15 list. How we feel about it?
How are you feeling about it?
I
don't really care.
I don't. Yeah, I'm actually glad.
I'm glad he left too.
So, me being the resident Saints fan, this has been a rough day. Like, I think Sean could have went for another 5 to 10 years. I honestly think there's either a big TV deal he's about to sign, or he's gonna not coach next year, and then he's gonna come back the year after and coach for Dallas. So I think it's gonna happen. If it happens, I'm gonna be pissed. But that being said, he was an amazing head coach. He had the culture that New Orleans needed. He had everything whenever we needed. He brought us. He raised us into a arguably great team, and that a team that isn't one to be walked up on every season. I think Sean Payton. I'm not mad at him. I think I'm very happy that he decided to retire. I'm very happy that he is in that good spot to make that decision. What I am mad about though is that we are I think $40 million over cap already. We have no quarterback.
73.
It's
70 million.
It's 70 over 2 years, isn't it? It's not just 70
it's for the next season. They don't compound it over 2 seasons. It's
I know,
for the next season.
So we have $7 million over cap right now.
Yes.
What? That can't be right. I can't.
That is correct.
No, that's
because
right.
Dead cap already is. Yes, that is correct. It's 70 million over cap space for next season. Even though the salary cap is going up, Saints are still 71 million in a hole.
I'm sick.
Yeah.
I'm sick to my stomach. Yeah, so next year the Saints won't be a good team in the NFL. I think we're gonna have to trade away Michael Thomas. I think we're trading away everybody.
So it's
But anyway, regardless, this is not a Saints talk day. This is just a light for Sean Payton Day. Give our love and respect to one of to a good head coach, a great head
One more
coach.
thing about salary for Saints.
No.
Your hardest dead cap hitter right now is
I know what it
Marshawn
is.
Lattimore at 40 million.
Ooh. Yikes.
Let's get him going, huh?
Well, this is what I was gonna say. So Sean Payton's gone because honestly, this is probably a good time for him to go.
Yeah.
Because again, they're negative 70 mil in the tank. COVID, with all the COVID stuff going on, who knows if it'll get better or worse.
Yeah.
And it seems like the team may have to start rebuilding soon because there's just not a lot you can do with no cap space and with certain players with these ridiculous amount of contracts. So,
not to mention your near laundry list of free agents.
Yes. That too.
Not a lot of huge players on it, but namely Jameis Winston is on it, and so is Terran Armstead.
I think Winston can stay on it. I think if anybody,
Armstead might leave.
yeah.
Armstead's due to get $13 million this year, and he's unrestricted. So is
Quick
Marcus
question.
Williams, free safety.
How much is Taysom Hill getting?
So
he's 19.
that depends. That depends on his position, technically speaking. If we want to get technical,
but right now
it
it's dead 19.
Should be 19.
Yeah.
No.
19 million?
So no, it's 21 million guaranteed.
For how many years? 4?
His cap hit. So dead cap this year is 19. He got 10.1 million this year, 9.9 million next year, 10 million 2024, and 10 million 2025.
It's gonna make me
But
sick.
the base salary is only 1 million. Was 1 million, or is going to be 1 million for 2022. Signing bonus is 22.2, and then roster bonus will be 9 million.
Oh God.
So his contract's not bad. Reminder, it's not bad. It's cap friendly for this year or this coming season. But it's the seasons afterwards where he's going to be 9, 10, and 10.
All right, can we talk about something else? Let's move on. I don't even want to talk
He
about
getting depressed on the Saints. No. You want to
He has some.
moving on.
He actually has some really good incentives for next season as well. If you wanted to know about that,
Man, want to change the subject.
So first game of was the divisional round. We got the Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. I called it. I think I was the only person to say that the Bengals were going to win.
No, that was me too.
Just me and Matt.
I was wrong.
I said that, if they stop Derrick Henry. Well, someone did. Matt. Excuse me, Matt. It might have been you that said that. The problem's going to be Ryan Tannehill. And
he was going to be the X factor, and a little bit of Derrick Henry, but I mean, it looked like he did nothing. I mean, the backup had more yards than him, I think.
Yeah.
They didn't. He had limited snaps the whole game.
Yeah, but the backup had 4 carries.
Yeah, because the backup, he got it. Let's not call her the backup. Foreman, he got. I think he got loose for a big rush. I think for a 40-yarder.
Yeah.
And that pretty much sealed that. I think they did put Derrick Henry in a box really well, even though he had limited snaps. He ran 20 times.
39-yard
20
run.
snaps.
His longest is only 9 yards.
I get that he had 20. I mean, he had 20 snaps. I mean, for some NFL teams, that's max that they get a game. But regardless, to say that, I don't know. I think we're gonna have to talk about the Bengals, man. Their defense looked. Both of these two teams' defense looked bad. Just be real. No, I think they. No, I don't think they played good.
I don't think the defense didn't play bad.
So we have to remember we already knew that the Titans secondary was
ghostly,
Swiss cheese.
Yes,
all season.
Mm-hmm.
But their front seven, they did their job. They did their job. The secondary let them down. On top of Tannehill regressing to his Miami days.
Yep.
And you can't say Titans had their defense was bad if they sacked Joe Burrow 9 times.
Well, they lost the game, didn't they?
They lost, but
it wasn't due to the run. I can tell you that because Mixon went 14 for 54 yards on the tutty. But Joe Burrow threw it 28 times for almost 350 yards and only 1 interception.
Yeah,
it was the secondary.
So you can't
they couldn't contain Chase. They couldn't contain Higgins either. Chase had a pedestrian game on 5 catches.
Yeah,
5. He only needed 5 to get over 100. It was their secondary who let them down.
He's gonna be bright. I mean, AJ Brown looks really good too, though, to say the least. I mean, 5 catches, 142 on tub.
I'm looking at the defensive stats for Tennessee and the Bengals. Tennessee had 74 total tackles to Bengals 55.
Also, I was going to say, I mean, with the Bengals offense, like Tennessee or Ryan Tannehill literally put them in like perfect like positions with those 3 interceptions. So they just capitalize much better.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tannehill too. He played a role of Titans loss.
He
So
was
is
the
this
reason why they lost.
so is this a thing where it's like they need to start looking on from Ryan Tannehill, even though they just paid him a lot of money, or is this one of the things
Another
where you have to just deal with
Tannehill,
it?
if
Another
they
quarterback.
can get their O line to give him more time,
Yeah.
he does fine. The Bengals front seven, they did a pretty damn good job of containing the run and keeping Tannehill in the pocket so he can get coverage sacks, leading to 2 of his passes being tipped for interceptions, one that he threw by himself. But even Taylor Lewan was disappointed in his own performance because he knew he didn't do as he. Actually, Taylor was probably the top 2 best linemen from the game. Even then, the line was just they couldn't contain Henderson and he was hurt.
Mm-hmm. How many sacks did the Bengals have?
I think the
1.
Yeah,
they only had
sack?
1. Yeah.
Yikes.
Listen, what I'm saying is, I think this Bengals defense, watching what we just watched, and we'll talk about the game in a second. Watching that game, that Kansas City game, their defense is gonna get blown out.
They only had 5 QB hits compared to Titans 13.
If they get that means if they give Mahomes that amount of time that
They had a lot of pass deflections though.
That'd be a blowout game.
It's gonna be another shootout.
Okay,
this week.
so
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Also, I think one of those picks, 1 or 2 of those picks that
it was 2 of them.
1 or 2
were
of them
off
that
pass deflections.
yeah,
It was
The game sealing one being off of Eli Apple's hand, which the entire NFL community is shitting on him.
He's trash.
For lack of a better word.
He's trash.
Yes.
He's not good. He wasn't good in New Orleans. Then he tried to
How are
trash
you
New Orleans this season.
Why would you piss off New York, New Orleans? Like you
Nobody cares about New York. He pissed off New Orleans. That's more of a problem. I mean, but credit to say, I mean, we're saying that Tannehill played a bad game, but that touchdown throw that he had to A.J. Brown was perfect.
Ooh, it was a beautiful.
He put that ball
throw.
perfect with 2 defenders on
I want
A.J.
y'all to
Brown.
know on 9 targets because since these pass defense was doing decent. A.J. Brown went.
He went. Where'd he go? Hello? Can y'all hear me?
And then
That's true.
I just realized something.
What?
I was still going through the stats. Tannehill and Julio Jones recorded tackles.
Yeah. That's true. That is tough.
That's pretty funny, actually.
What
I'm not gonna
do
lie,
y'all
it's pretty
think
funny.
Tennessee needs to do in the offseason then? Or if
Offensive
they'll be
line,
better?
their secondary.
Offensive line.
They need to give more confidence to Tannehill. I think right now that he just doesn't have any.
They don't really have that much to work with as of cap. They can do. They're gonna have some pretty good free agents released. They're only working with negative $230,000.
That's not bad.
that's not bad at all.
Not bad at all. But their free agent list is interesting.
What is it?
Bro,
Like, just name a couple big ones.
It's mostly just rotational players because they're not going to have any depth for next season.
Okay.
The most notable would be their center, Ben Jones.
He's kind of old though. So
Fisker's
that wouldn't be
32.
a big. He's 32.
Yeah, he's only 32.
Yeah. Okay.
And their kicker is also going to be a free agent.
Okay. Do you think they can win the division again? Their own division?
I believe so. unless the Colts find a way to get a name brand QB, I think they have a good chance of it.
I don't think they move on. I don't think they move on from Wentz.
Well, Jim Irsay is not very happy with Wentz.
Well, I know that. For some reason, I just think they give him another year. I don't think they should personally, but I mean, they don't have. What's their next best shot?
Rodgers.
They draft someone.
Yeah,
But I don't think they will.
But Vrabel already said Ryan Tannehill staying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he should stay. I don't think they should get rid of Tannehill.
Yeah, 38 million cap hit.
It's too quick and early to get rid of him that fast.
And like this is like his worst game, but obviously it came at like the worst time. So you can't really like just get rid of him just cause. So.
And he didn't have a completely healthy number one back. I mean, that's number one running back pretty much in the league. So I mean, it was just a tough one for Tennessee.
Yeah.
Henry only made $15 million for this season.
He'll get a big contract.
Didn't he get tagged? He got tagged, didn't he? They tagged him. Yeah, they tagged him this season.
I don't remember. If he did, he would have got a little bit more.
No, they didn't tag him. Yeah, they didn't tag him. They gave him.
Yeah, because he's still only getting $12 million this year or this coming season, and then $12.5 million the following season, and he'll be an unrestricted free agent in 2024.
They didn't give him a contract. I thought they gave him a contract.
No, they will. They definitely will.
They're going to have to.
I mean, they'd be dumb if they let him walk. Really?
Oh, that'd be the dumbest mistake they've ever made.
No, they know better than that. I mean, I don't know.
He was franchise tagged in 2020. That's why.
What does Cincinnati need to do before going into next week? What's their biggest question mark?
They have to make sure that their defense gets back healthy.
Stop Mahomes.
I don't know if they can stop him.
They're not going to be able to stop him. They just have to go blow for blow.
Yeah.
And
it has to be a shootout.
The Chiefs secondary regressing a little bit. They have the opportunity to, because they have Chase. Higgins almost went for 100 yards as well last game. They're tied. Uzama's getting back into it as well. He went 7 for 71. Mixon, of course, but that's expected. You're not going to be able to stop Mixon. If he can't run, he's going to catch passes. If he can't catch passes, he's going to run. 105 yards from scrimmage.
Yeah. I think it's just whoever wins the turnover battle is going to win that. So whoever messes up first is basically done.
I mean, are we going into another shootout next week?
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be another shootout.
I think in order for the Bengals to win, it has to be a shootout, but I don't think it will be.
They can't hold on to a shootout with.
They can't hold on to the Chiefs. I'm sorry.
No freaking way.
So Sample is still questionable. Another one of their defensive tackles is also still questionable.
For the Bengals?
Yes, for the Bengals.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think they'll be incredible.
It's still bad. It's still bad that they're without Ogunjobi, but their rotation did well against the Titans.
Yeah. Hey,
but they're losing people at defensive tackle though. They're real thin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, I think we're gonna keep it AFC. So we're gonna talk about these two games. Next, we're gonna talk about probably one of the best playoff games
ever
of all time.
Yes.
The Bills and the Chiefs.
The last 3 games between them, finals, all the cumulative scores 100-98.
Wow. Really?
The last 3 games between the Chiefs and the Bills.
I mean, these two teams are inseparable almost.
I mean, this definitely is going to be like one of the biggest rivalries now.
Yes.
For a while.
For at least the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, obviously I went for the Bills. I wanted them to win the Super Bowl,
I did
and
as well.
I was wrong.
Dang.
I chose Chiefs
I chose
naturally.
Bills.
I told you
But-
I couldn't trust them.
They
Josh
combined
Allen-
up
Apparently,
to
I could
28
though.
They
Josh
combined
Allen,
up to
you
28
did
points.
not let me down.
Fourth
You had
quarter.
a great game. Your defense is the reason why y'all are not in the next round.
Mhm.
Period. But I mean, I can't even say anything for like Josh Allen to like what he needs to do to get over the hump against the Chiefs. It's not him.
There's
though.
no hump. There's no hump.
Yeah, no.
He's
No hump.
over.
The Chiefs
He's
just
over the Chiefs. Yes.
the Chiefs
Yeah.
just dismantled the number one defense in the league.
That's what
Yes,
I was just about
really
to say
good.
that. Just about to say that. Like, and okay, so I'm about to ramp on it. Like, and I got chills talking about it. Like, you've never seen such a offensive display of perfection from two teams.
Well,
There was
we have.
well,
we have.
sure we have, but from both teams.
Yeah, Rams Chiefs 2018.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's a good one.
Yes. All right. My point is being, so I can continue. You just like okay. So towards the end of the season, Tyreek Hill has been quiet. He's been missing, almost missing, not completely. But you see that even through all that noise, even through all that crap, Tyreek came in and had 11 receptions, 150 yards, and one touchdown. Like he was a big factor that they won the game as well. I mean, we see two quarterbacks right now, both throwing over 350 yards, 0 picks, and over three touchdowns. Like what? I mean, like
With
Josh
10
Allen.
incompletions.
Exactly. Like Josh Allen did almost nothing wrong. That offense did almost nothing wrong. I mean, like
The offense is clicking.
I think the big like you said, Oronde, the biggest problem that happened is that you have a number one defense coming into this football game, and you let the Kansas City Chiefs put up 42 points on you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, I mean, it's just offensive perfection, man. And like it was so amazing to watch because you thought the game was over. You thought the game was over.
Speaking of speaking of high offensive games, I just remembered a game from I think 2015. It was Giants Saints.
I was going to say
the Saints won 52-49, I think.
Yeah.
But Breeze threw 7 touchdowns and Eli threw 6.
Yeah, I remember that game. I mean, I know I was just trying to make a point. Like I honestly I think there's another game that this. I mean, the Saints have always been especially with Sean Payton, has always been a very dominant and very very dominant offensive team against any team that we play against. It's crazy to talk about this to talk about these two teams, man. They are so good.
But it's also so with speaking of defenses, the Chiefs still only let Buffalo's 2 running backs, which I've been very hard on all season. Them combined only had 41 total yards.
Mm-hmm.
The leading rusher again was Josh Allen with almost 70 at 68.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a problem?
1 yard less than Mahomes' 69 on 7 carries. Well, again, like I said when I lost to Tampa, you make Josh Allen beat you.
Yeah.
I mean,
He can put up the points,
you
but
can't,
the defense.
I'm gonna say you can't blame this on Josh Allen.
I'm not blaming it on Josh Allen.
I mean, but it sounds
But
like
I just mentioned that they shut down the running backs again.
I know, but you said that you have to make Josh Allen beat you. He did in a way. I know they didn't win the game, but
I'm saying I
literally,
just
like,
mentioned that. I just mentioned that.
I
But
think
109 total rushing yards from the Bills compared to Kansas City's 182.
You're right.
I mean, yes, you're
On
right.
top of Mahomes throwing for 370.
I mean, yeah. What? Josh Allen threw for 3, but you said okay. Because I don't understand. I don't understand at this point because you say that you need to make sure Josh Allen beats you. He beat you in the air. He had almost 70. He had the most rushing yards out of his whole team. I think I think this is the point that you're trying to make. The point that you're trying to make is their running backs need to do their jobs instead of Josh Allen. Is that your point?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saying that they shut down the run game.
Yeah, but
obviously
but
Josh was going to scramble, but
we've seen that all season.
When they can't run, they're more likely to lose, and it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, I mean, but we've seen them play at this level all season.
I was going to say this offense runs through Josh Allen.
Yes.
On the ground with his arm. Like, I mean, I keep saying this, but he just reminds me of like a Cam Newton that can throw.
Throw him at the
2016 Newton.
Yeah, I'm about to say
yes, exactly. Something like that. Like prime Cam. But can actually is like more accurate. But obviously with a dude like that who's 6'5" and is mobile as hell, you're gonna want to run with him, like almost not every time, but like you're gonna want to. What am I trying to say? Yeah, you're just gonna want to run with him way more. And like, I agree. Like their running back Singletary and Moss aren't the best, but
Moss didn't even run this game. It was McKenzie.
He didn't even play.
No. But speaking of having somebody beat you, so Gabriel Davis had a game of his career. 8 catches, 201 yards, 4 touchdowns, a longest 75. Only 2 either missed throws or drops on 10 targets. Now, with that in mind, what's to say that Chase won't go for 250 on 10? Clearly, you have your number one receiver.
Yes.
Can't slow him down.
But Josh Allen is better than Burrow.
Well, I think that point's invalid, though. I think the better point of making is that, yes, but at the end of the day, do you still think? I mean, yes, he's probably going to go for whatever Chase is going to go for, but are they going to win in a shootout against the Kansas City Chiefs? That's what it's going to come down to. I mean, because let's be real, the Bills. I mean, not the Bills. The Bengals defense isn't as good as the Bills defense is. And so we're going to have to see. I mean, yes, they might put a little bit more pressure on Patrick Mahomes. Well, no, they're not. I mean, what we just said that the Tennessee Titans, how many times did Tannehill get sacked?
9 times.
One sack with 5 QB hits.
Exactly.
Got sacked 9 times. Got sacked 9 times.
Exactly. So it's like if they're going to give Mahomes as much time as they give Ryan Tannehill, who Mahomes is a way better quarterback than.
Tannehill did not have a clean pocket the whole game. Just want to let you know.
Mahomes doesn't either. Let's be real.
I was about to say Mahomes
doesn't.
The reason Mahomes doesn't get sacked because he runs for his life every other play.
He really does.
But your point.
He only got sacked twice,
just
with Josh Allen.
Mahomes doesn't have a clean pocket as well.
No, I was just saying. I wasn't comparing Tannehill to Mahomes. I was just mentioning that Tannehill did have a lot of pressures.
I know. I get your point. But Mahomes, it's not like Mahomes just sits in the pocket all day and smiles and waits for a clear opening throw. No, he's still going to beat you with his legs, and he's still going to be a very mobile quarterback. My point is
his all line is not that good either.
No, and my point is saying that is like they aren't going to win in a back and forth game with the Kansas City Chiefs. They're not. Based off what we just watched last week, that won't happen. There's no offense right now who can compete with the Chiefs offense. There's no way.
Also, speaking of the Chiefs offense, that overtime drive, that was all Travis Kelce.
Yes. I mean, we know he's that good.
But not even that.
I'm saying he told Tyreek what to do for those 2 catches.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I saw that.
I love listening to NFL films when they mic up people because Kelce was like, cool, you run this in out a little bit longer, so it'll open it up for man-to-man. Then tells Mahomes, if they do this coverage again, that seam's going to be open. That's what you love to see from your 2 stars. 3 stars, really.
Yeah. I mean, listen, this Chiefs team,
offensive firepower.
They played perfect.
It's crazy. It's
crazy.
Not
the team, just the defense.
They started the season in a fat slump. Offensive and defensive. But they pulled it all together for a late season run. That's what you love to see.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is a little controversial. Do y'all think they should change the overtime rules?
I think it should be different for playoff situations.
Yeah, agree.
See, you can't.
I'm not advertising. Well, they are. It's already different than going from the season. You're not going to be able to end in a tie. But I'm not saying you should go for like 7 overtimes like Texas Tech did with Mahomes, ironically enough. But I do believe that the other team should get that opportunity. Now, everybody's going to argue the defense let him go. Yes, the defense is always going to lose. Well, 9 out of 10 times going to lose. But not having your other generational talent on a sideline and not giving him the opportunity to answer, it's always going to be a debate.
Yeah.
I mean, to your point, you let Patrick Mahomes, who is a generational talent, who is one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now, you let him have a go. Why not give Josh Allen a shot? I mean, I think they
and Andy Reid when they first petitioned for it, they wanted a postseason change, so at least give the other team an opportunity, and he still stands by that even after beating the Chiefs, with the coin toss being 10-1 in overtime.
I mean, do I think it should be changed? Yes. Just because for games like this, that's why. But
I think the other team should get at least one opportunity, and one that I like is that to win with the first touchdown, you have to go for 2. I like that idea. Not extending another full quarter, because once you add that up, it's just gonna be like you played 17 and a half games or whatnot. That's a lot of stress on the body. But you should at least have to go for 2 to win with a walk-off touchdown.
I would say this. I would say get another chance, and if they don't score on that chance, then they lost. Or if they do score, if the Chiefs score the next time, then it's game.
I know, Davion, you don't like Pat McAfee, but he had a funny idea when it was originally brought up, was because he's a kicker at heart. He was like, well, if you score and then the other team scores, you have your kickers do a shootout from the 50.
What? No, that's dumb.
I know it's really stupid, but it's just funny.
Very, very interesting to say the least. I do think that's not the worst thing that could happen.
Because this season, what was it, like 20 games were decided by game-winning field goals?
Yeah, I mean,
and then when McPherson
was it 4 this week? Was all games?
No, it was 3.
3.
Because Chiefs ended it with a touchdown.
Yeah.
All these are
one-offs. But even then, when McPherson before he hit his walk-off, he was like, well, guess we're going to the AFC Championship game. That's what you love to have from your kicker. That dude, what a leg.
I mean,
kick the hell out the ball.
He came in the season and for sure put a name out for himself. I think we're gonna let's just talk about the Bengals and the Chiefs game right now. And then we can jump back to the NFC afterwards. Bengals and the Chiefs, man. Ooh. First, no. First, I want to hear everybody's pick first.
Are we predicting right now?
Yeah, let's just pick. Let's just pick right now. Yeah. Just pick and move on. Just pick and move on. Don't say any reasons why yet.
Just pick.
Chiefs.
Okay. Chiefs.
So 3 people with Kansas City.
Fuck it. Give me the Bengals.
Okay. 3 Chiefs, 1 Bengals. Okay.
Why? Why Bengals?
Why? They're the only team I've been confident in, and they haven't let me down yet.
Okay. All right, so not mine.
Go ahead. No.
Also,
we're not
the Bengals are going against the spread, and I remember that they're positive against the spread this season.
Oh my god!
And I'll take that.
Here we go.
But we're not talking about the Bills and Chiefs again. But I was just gonna bring up something about how the Bills allow Mahomes to complete and make it go to overtime in 13 seconds. That's all I wanted to point out.
They played real bad or it was. I think the first play was cover 2, and the second play was a It was similar to what would be in Madden Tampa 2, because they played the flats first after the linebacker moved up, and that allowed for Travis Kelce's seam
right in the middle.
Yeah.
right at the fucking middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all I just wanted to point.
I was gonna say for the Bengals Chiefs, whoever was gonna win the Buffalo Chiefs game is gonna win the Super Bowl.
I completely agree with that statement.
Because
I was
there's
thinking,
no way. Maybe the Rams are the
I
only
was-
NFC team that I trust in.
see,
That
here's
could
my
be
thing
one of these
about it.
teams.
Obviously, all 4 teams are very capable of winning Super Bowl right now.
Yes.
My scariest team, the team I'm most afraid of, would be San Francisco.
But I was about to say 49ers should
I'm
definitely be
still-
scared.
yeah.
Why?
Why?
Well, we're talking about, no,
Isn't
we'll
it?
talk about,
Isn't it?
go ahead.
Isn't it obvious?
No.
They've been counted down and out ever since injuries in week 4,
That's true.
No, I predicted.
And they're
them to beat the
3-0.
Packers this week.
and they're 3-0. Well, still, and they're 3-0 when Garoppolo doesn't even score a touchdown by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can shut down Garoppolo. Their run game is still going to win the game. Their front seven's still going to win the game.
Their
Their
special
special
teams.
teams are going to win the game. They're scary. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Let me just look at this. San Fran is 12 or I think they're 12 wins against the spread. On top of the fact that they have either come back or brought into overtime games that they shouldn't have even been in, especially the first one to get into the playoffs against the Rams. And they're getting Kittle, and they're getting Kittle and Debo still. And Trent Williams. That's right. He passed his MRI. I'm the most afraid of the San Fran. Forget the Chiefs. I already know about the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the Chiefs. But San Fran, yeah, no. I have to be cautious with them.
I agree with you.
Okay. Back to the Chiefs game before we talk about San Francisco, with the NFC anyway. Listen, I do think that I do think this game will be a shootout. I think the total score or the score will probably end up being 35-24 or something like that. I think the Chiefs defense is going to step up on 1 or 2 plays and ultimately win the game. Because they have been undeniably one of them. I mean, and I would say both of these teams' offenses have been on fire. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are in form. And it's honestly inevitably going to happen where they're going to both break out and have big plays. I think the Chiefs defense shows up this game. I really do. I don't know why I've never said that line in my life, but I think the Chiefs defense shows up a little bit and really puts on a clinic. But yeah, man, I think the Chiefs will win this game. This game is going to the Super Bowl, by the way. The Super Bowl. It's crazy to think.
Also, didn't they play in the regular season?
Yeah.
They did.
Bengals won.
Cincinnati won that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was a shootout again. Burrow had 400+ yards.
I mean, who did they just
for the Bengals game? It's Kansas City by a touchdown.
Yeah, 7.5.
Over under 54.
So what makes me very? I mean, you know what this looks like for Kansas City? It looks like a revenge tour because they lost to Cincinnati. They lost to the Bills this season. Got blown out on Monday Night Football, or Sunday Night Football might have been. And it looks like the Chiefs are now finally talking about something. Well, you know, let's win when it really matters. And now they are.
Yeah.
I mean, for us to even say that the Chiefs had an off season, they still went 12-5.
It just started off rocky in the beginning.
Yeah,
I was wrong.
I was wrong as well. I was too.
man.
I didn't have any opinions about early season Chiefs because I wasn't paying attention to them. So
Wow.
That's tough.
Listen,
yeah.
they were playing sleeper football, so I slept on them. Simple as that.
We did too, so we was wrong.
We?
Yes, you know.
Yeah, we
did too.
were all.
Did I
We
trash them
all
too?
was on the. We all
Yeah.
trashed the Chiefs. Yes, we
I'm
did.
very early on.
I just don't remember.
We all trashed them. I even trashed them, saying that they might not make it, and they made it. So,
Yeah, you did say that. I remember that.
so I was wrong.
Man, I love hearing that. Anyway, but yeah, I think that game is going to be a must watch one. I think I'll get to watch a little bit of that, probably the first half. But, man, anything else you have on that game?
I don't think so.
No,
So it's gonna be a high scoring game. I think. I don't think defense
I
will really
agree.
show up. I think there will be 1 or 2 turnovers each. But other than that, I think this
You know
is gonna be a
what?
good offense.
it's just
If
going
I-
to depend on
I wish
who's
I
going to
could-
mess up.
I wish
Yeah.
I could do a FanDuel like sports bet or prop bet because I would I would wonder I want to know how much you could win with like $10 if for Eli Apple to get another interception.
To catch one?
Yeah, to catch one, not force one, to catch one.
Man, get out of here.
It's gotta be like plus 1,000.
Oh yeah, that man can't catch a fly if he needed to. He's a bum.
God damn.
Yeah, the Eli
Wow.
Apple slander is coming. Don't ever try New Orleans in your life, man. Anyway,
What do you even say?
he said, oh, hold on, I'm gonna try to find the tweet. Keep talking about that game while I find it.
I think he was just trashing them because they like never went as far as like they did on the other teams, you know. But like he's just not good. So
He's not.
Oh,
He
so
played
he
with
goes.
Panthers as well?
So here it goes. He said in that quote, I don't know which fan base I hate more, probably the Saints, but it's close with the Giants. It's a toss up. He goes, New Orleans is the dirtiest, smelliest city and has the
Ooh.
worst food ever. It.
Said that about knowledge?
Hold on.
Okay, Eli Apple.
There's more.
I like him.
He goes, it's that swine and crawfish that killing y'all brains.
Ooh, I like him.
So
Speak
I am not.
Wow.
Hold on, wait. So so
I like him.
I am not from New Orleans whatsoever. I am a big Saints fan though. Hey, somebody tweets. I just reading a subtweet. Someone goes, yo, your mama still drop you off at practice? Question mark. Because he still got dropped off at practice. But no. Anyway, Eli Apple is trash. He's not good. He's the biggest flaw in their team. We're gonna move on and talk about one of my favorite games this week. That won me $30 from 2 of the members on this panel. The Packers and the 49ers. I will start because I am very excited about this game.
Oh boy.
Be quiet. Don't say a word.
I'm not
Don't
saying
say
nothing. Go ahead.
a word.
Say what you gotta say, man.
Be quiet. It's my turn to talk.
Taking all day.
It's my time.
It's my turn. It's my turn.
All day.
It's my turn. I have been saying for months, for absolute months, that the Packers were going to get to this position and they were going to lose. I said it in the beginning of the playoffs when they had that bye. I said it last week on the podcast and when you started yelling at me. I said it for the past months that they were going to choke in the playoffs. I said that their offense, their defense won't hold up to San Francisco's run, and they did it. Hold on, wait, it's my turn to talk. I don't want to hear anybody speak.
Okay.
I want to hear myself talk. Can I talk?
I mean, talk's facts.
No, it's my turn to talk. I need you to be quiet. I won't mute. Be quiet. We watched a terrible Aaron Rodgers play. He played the worst game of his career.
Not the worst, but
Okay, not the worst. Whatever. He's still at home. I'm going to continue to speak.
Speak facts. Keep talking.
Let me speak, Elijah. Don't come in here with the crap. Yes, the 49ers
You're
won.
talking nonsense.
Yes, whatever. Stop talking. Yes, the 49ers won off of special teams. But guess what? Your offense put up 10 points. 10 points. That's pathetic. And you know it. Your offense, your Hall of Fame quarterback put up 10 points. It's ridiculous. Even with Jimmy G throwing a pick, they still lost that game. It was 13-10 was the final score. Ridiculous. Go ahead. I'm going to say more, but I just want to hear you speak now. Go ahead. Your team.
Don't have nothing to say. Special team cost us that game. Aaron Rodgers didn't show up on that last possession.
No, what do you mean that last possession? On the whole game.
I mean, he didn't show up the whole
about?
game.
You're delusional.
He didn't
I
show
do
up
have
the whole game.
forget him.
But
Yeah, I have some info.
I also have stuff to say, but after him.
But yeah, special teams really lost us that.
I'm gonna say real quick, I didn't have much confidence in the Packers. I didn't really watch much NFC football, but what I will say is that if they had, so David Bakhtiari, he did play in the Detroit game. He missed the wild card. Wait, no, yeah, he had time to heal after the Detroit game. Hinted that he'd come back and then didn't play. As soon as I found out that he wasn't playing, I was like, well, Nick Bosa's about to have himself a game. But, no, I did not watch a lot of the game. I did watch highlights. Well, really lowlights. This game is kind of bad. I watched the punt block. Whoever was on the outside lined up real bad. And then on the D line, they did one of the pull moves. I don't feel like explaining said move, but how they lined up, their special teams coordinator's got to go. They've got to go. Rodgers did say he couldn't get back into a rhythm after the after the punt block, and it was just how she wrote from there.
Excuses.
I'm not saying it.
I'm saying he's the excuse. He's a clown. You can't get back into a rhythm. What are you talking about?
He literally said
Hall
himself,
of Fame quarterback.
The offense and the special teams did not play well. The defense held him to 13 or 10 points. I don't want to hear Rodgers. I don't want to hear Rodgers crying. I don't want to hear it. He's not crying. That's what he said. I just wanted to give the audience a perspective of what he said.
I don't think anybody.
This is not pleading to you.
I don't think anybody listening cares about Rodgers or what he has to say. Because here's one thing: he's leaving. Devontae's leaving. How much are they over in cap, Oronde? Do you know?
30 million.
30. Oh, they have no money.
45 million.
45.
Correction.
Thank you. That's even more. I mean, what's
so?
Oh no, wait, Matt. Before I ask this question, you wanna talk about this game real quick?
Sure.
Go ahead.
So all I'm gonna say is, yes, the special teams was a huge reason they lost off that block punt. But if we look back at Rodgers, this is a stat I found. So besides that Aaron Jones 70-yard bomb, right? They had 22 yards in the second half on offense.
22?
It was something like that. It was pretty low.
In 2 quarters in the second half, yes. You said. Gotcha.
So, also, Rodgers was saying that he needs more help in all this when he only threw the ball to Aaron Jones and Davante Adams. Davante Adams had 11 targets. Aaron Jones had 10 targets. The next best was 1 target for Allen Lazard. So we've seen this in the past. He's very overrated in the postseason. He just underperforms. He always has these incredible regular seasons, and then when he gets to the postseason, it's like it doesn't matter anymore. So I just don't know what else he wants or what else he needs to do, because it's just kind of like ridiculous at this point. And will this hinder his legacy? Maybe. I don't know. I
think this shows that he's not better than Drew Brees.
Personally, I would say they're about the same talent-wise, but not accomplishments. But when it comes to
who's better accomplishment-wise?
Accomplishment-wise, I'd say it'd be Brees.
Thank you.
Though, if Rodgers gets the MVP this season, I think they could be pretty even. You can just pick either one and not be wrong.
Well,
sorry. I'm gonna say it's Rodgers. I forgot.
Accomplishments.
Why? Why, Matt?
Because Rodgers has 3 MVPs. He's about to have a 4th one. He does have a Super Bowl, yes, but Brees doesn't have an MVP.
Wait, he has 3? He has a Super Bowl MVP.
Yes.
Wait, Rodgers
No.
has 3?
Rodgers have
MVPs.
3.
Wow.
Yes, he do.
I didn't know he had that.
Mhm.
I just didn't know it was that many.
Again, he's about to have a 4th.
Exactly.
So-
Breeze leads in most of the statistical categories, but accolades Rodgers hasn't beat,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
aside from touchdown percentage.
I mean, Rodgers had the better teams over the years. Go ahead, Matt.
And Breeze didn't?
No.
No.
Okay.
Really?
Absolutely not.
Really? No, he didn't. What are you talking about?
Rodgers has always had like a top 2 seed in
Yes.
the NFC almost every year, and he
Oh man.
also. I think we need. Okay, this is just my opinion. Out of quarterback tier list, I think Rodgers is more of a Dan Marino
Ooh.
Then,
Whoa.
Whoa.
Then
Well,
who? Then
that
who?
makes sense.
Then Tom
than
Brady.
like
you
a
said?
Brady. Because
Interesting.
I think Favre's better than Rodgers. I think Joe Montana's better than Rodgers. Roger Staubach, Terry
Wait.
Bradshaw, those
Favre?
guys.
Favre is better than
Favre's
Rodgers.
better than Rodgers.
Favre is better than
Wow.
Rodgers. Rodgers learned from Favre. He
Well, no,
literally
yeah.
said himself.
Right, and he has
when
2
he got
rings.
into the league, that's what he wanted to do.
I wasn't criticizing. I just never thought about that statement.
You didn't think about it before?
I've always thought Favre was better than Rodgers. Don't get me wrong. Rodgers is like one of the most talented QBs we will ever see, and we will probably never see anyone like that again besides like Mahomes and Josh Allen, those guys. But it's like he just doesn't come in clutch. Like there's just no point. I feel like you're just padding stats at that point. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I think he's in that Dan Marino range of tier list. The conversation of Brady versus Rodgers should
It's
never
over.
be said
It's
again.
over. You know.
It's over after
It
this.
shouldn't
I
have
don't
been
care.
talked about.
I don't care if he
So
goes
wait,
to a different team and wins. There's no
Rodgers-
more debate.
Rodgers only has 1 ring, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And then they got one with Favre.
No, he only has 1 ring total.
Yes.
He only
He
has
has
one.
Favre has 2.
Favre has 2?
Yes,
I think
he do.
so.
When did
He
he win
does.
the second one? I thought he only won in 96.
No, I think
When he
went
beat the
back-to-back,
Patriots.
right?
Did he win one with
No,
Green Bay
no.
as well?
Oh, wait,
I
no.
don't know.
That's right. Favre has one with Minnesota, I think.
Yeah. No.
No.
It's
No.
I know
no.
I know it's one with Packers and
He won in 96.
I don't know who else he won with. I just know it's 2 though.
Let's search it up. I mean, we have Google. What?
So Packers got one in 96, and then the Denver Broncos won back-to-back 97, 98. They didn't win another one until 2010 with Rodgers when they beat the Steelers.
So he said he helped appear in 2 Super Bowls, winning Super Bowl, one of the Super Bowls, and then losing in the other. He's been to 2. He's lost in 92. Favre started every game.
Oh,
No,
excuse
that's
me.
something else. Yes, he's won 1 and he's been to 2. That's
He won in 2004 with Packers against the Vikings.
Yes.
2004?
No, he didn't win.
No, 2004
Okay.
is Patriots
Sorry,
Eagles.
sorry. I said that wrong. He has more Super Bowl appearances than Rodgers,
Oh,
but
there
they
you
have
go.
the same amount of rings.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
But
So, yeah.
what I was going to say earlier, Packers had about 20, 30 years of uninterrupted Hall of Fame QB play and only 2 rings to show for it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Disappointing. Very disappointing.
So what do y'all think Rodgers does now?
I think
moving.
they can. So here's my
where
thing.
does he go?
They can still afford to bring 70% of their key players back, 70 or 80%. They're unlike the Saints. Their cap situation, their cap crunch is easily doable. And at least with it going up, and then on top of the fact that a lot of the contracts are salary or signing bonus based rather than just base salary, aside from like Jair Alexander and Zadarius Smith. But Zadarius Smith is going to leave, I'm pretty sure, and that alone is going to save him about $27 million. I mean, not 27, about 15.
And then if Rodgers leaves, Devontae leaves.
So this season, Devontae's a free agent with $14.5 million.
I think he's gone either
Kevin
way.
King's a free agent. Robert Tonyan's a free agent. Devondre Campbell's a free agent. Even their punter, which I'm pretty sure he's going to come back, but he's also a free agent. But Jorquez is pretty damn good.
True.
Valdez-Scantling's a free agent as well, and Alan Lazard.
Elijah, what do you think is going to
They're
happen?
on cheaper deals, but they're going to want to be paid more.
Let's hear what the
Elijah,
Packers
what do you
fan
think
had to
they're
say.
gonna do?
That's your team. You have to tell us what you're going to do. Or you know what type of you know what I think I'm gonna predict Elijah's next couple of years. Rodgers gonna leave, and he's gonna turn into a Rodgers fan instead of a Packers fan. That's what I think is gonna happen.
You keep saying that.
That's gonna happen. Watch.
It's
I'm not a
not.
Packers fan. I'm a Rodgers fan. I like Rodgers. But anyway,
When Brady left, I split my alliances. I was like, I can
Exactly.
cheer for Brady if it gets to the playoffs, but I'm still a Patriots fan, and I'm pretty sure y'all are all very aware of that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Here he go.
What's wrong with that?
You're just cleaning it up for him, just to make that bed easy. But
There's nothing wrong with that.
anyway,
I just stated my side, you know.
we just trashed on the Packers. Let's talk about the team that's in the NFC Championship game. San Francisco 49ers, man. What did they do well?
Cooper Cup.
The San Francisco 49ers?
Oh, excuse me.
The
I
49ers?
apologize. I thought we were talking about the Rams.
Oh,
I apologize.
Cooper. He said it so confidently as
Sure.
well.
they defense.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, they're front seven.
Yeah.
Period.
Their front seven played
That's what
lights
won
out.
the game. Yeah.
But also, going against the, I don't know.
Also, yeah. So, I mean, their front seven played great. They blocked a field goal, then they blocked the punt, which were the two biggest plays of the game.
Mhm.
So, and they only allowed Rodgers to a touchdown. That's it, which is incredible, because that's like the best team in the league, and only having them get 7 points in 4 quarters is just ridiculous to me.
You know what's crazy? Rodgers went 20 of 29. I didn't even think he threw for that little.
Well, it's because he dinks and dack. He throws the ball 5 yards
Well,
out.
his average was 7.8.
Because he had
nice.
that deep. He had
Nice.
He had one deep bomb. What are you talking about?
Be nice.
I mean,
7.8. Be nice.
Matt just said how many points he had in the second half? Matt,
3.
what are you talking about? What do you mean be nice?
You
He
said
had
dink and
23
dunk.
I mean,
It's not dink and dunk.
he had one
Do
deep
you want to
bomb.
see? Do you want to
He
see
had-
the pass
he
chart?
had
Do you want to see
one-
the pass chart?
he
I'm not
had-
trying to defend him, but you're over exaggerating.
Okay.
I know you want to hate.
Okay,
but
no,
you're
send it to me. Send it to
Thank
me.
you.
My point
Gotcha.
is, if he has 23 yards in the second half, that's bad quarterback play. Yes or no? Yes or no?
I don't know how much he had in the second half.
Matt just told you how much he had in the second half.
3 points.
All right then. Thank you for
I
that.
thought you just said
Silence.
passing yards.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
confused.
I said
I'm confused
passing yards.
now.
It's 23 points in the second half. That's what Matt said.
23 points in the
I
second
mean,
half.
it's 23 yards.
23.
You know what I mean? You're
It's
just
fun
mad
mess-
because now your
it's
point's
fun
wrong.
messing with you.
Whatever.
Not
Whatever.
bad. This is
You
not
don't
my
have to-
team.
You're right. It's Elijah's team. He should be mad.
I don't have nothing to say.
Anyway, why were we talking about the Packers again? San Francisco, what they
It's
did
fun getting you
well
riled up.
is their
Their front 70.
their front seven is played really well. I think they're gonna have to play their best game of football they've ever played against the Rams this coming week. But yeah, no man, Jimmy G needs to not be costly. And like there were a couple of times, I think 3 or 4 times, where he would like try to throw in the flats, and the ball should be picked 6 and ran back for 6 points.
Jimmy Jesus can throw for only 25 times, no tutty and an interception, and still win the game because of Kyle Shanahan in the run game.
Yeah, I mean their run game. I mean, on paper it didn't look like they were great, but they did their job when they needed to. Debo played like really well. What was that? Over
2
100
plays,
yards.
2 back-to-back plays.
Yeah, I
In the
mean
fourth quarter.
he won it at the end for them as well.
He really
George
did.
Kittle came big when they really needed. But you can tell Jimmy G is not their final product. You can tell that Jimmy G is not their final quarterback.
I have
All
something to
things
say.
said are done.
I have a question.
Mhm.
If the 49ers lose, do you think Jimmy G stay, or are they going to get rid of him?
No, he's gone either way.
He's saying.
He's gone.
No, he's gone either way. You think he's staying?
I think he's saying.
Why?
They're going to trade him because they just drafted Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Here's my two theories for Jimmy Jesus. One, they can get it's really fun to say Jimmy Jesus, but
Jesus.
they can get some of the draft capital back that they did for trading up for Trey Lance, and or two, they can move him, but I don't think that they're that confident in Lance yet.
I mean, they didn't give Lance a try.
That's why.
3 games.
That's why. And the one game he did come in, the Packers played good defense.
But I don't think. Hold on.
I think Jimmy G's gone. I think regardless of if he makes the Super Bowl and wins it.
I don't think Jimmy Jesus is gone because he's already taken him to multiple Super Bowls.
But here's why he's gone. I mean, they drafted a quarterback.
If they lose because of their inability to produce offensively, then Jimmy Jesus is gone. If they win and get to the Super Bowl again, and hell, maybe they even win that,
all right,
he stays.
Listen, I think we have 2 of.
Plus, I don't think it's really fair to evaluate either of them because they've had injuries the entire season. It was just as bad as it was last season.
Either of who?
True.
Either of who?
Lance. I'm more so talking about Lance's performances rather than Jimmy G. But
they've been very
even he was hurt. He's been playing through injury for the later half of the season.
I mean, can I say something about his stats? He played 6 games, had 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and 603 yards. I mean, that's not bad.
How many games?
He only played 6 games.
I mean, okay, so him playing those 6 games, those are.
But no. He played 6 games, but he started only.
Started 2 games, right?
2, yeah.
He started 2, and the one he started was with the Houston, and he had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 249 yards, which is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then
what's his first play from scrimmage this season? The 70-yard bomb.
Yeah. How much did he rush for? I think that because you trade up all that draft capital for a quarterback, you have to start your quarterback that you traded up for. There's no way that you can't.
Yeah.
But let's move on real quick and talk about the Rams.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
I need to apologize. It was not 22 yards. It was 48 yards in the second half.
That's so much. So many yards.
Better than 20.
Barely.
That they had in the second half. Green Bay had. So yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Really? So.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can
Rams, please. Thank you.
I think the Rams and the Bucks. Rams went on and won it in a game-ending.
Man, I thought Brady had it.
Man, Brady. Okay, so let's talk about it.
Cooper Cup.
No.
Cooper Cup.
We can't even say that, bro.
What do we mean?
What are you talking about?
Wait, no.
Cooper Cup.
No, I'm not trashing
They couldn't
Cooper Cup.
stop Cooper.
Stop. I'm not trashing him. I love it. I love what he did. I was just saying we have to talk about the brilliance and how good this Buccaneers team is first before we talk about the Rams.
Unfortunately, we didn't get playoff Lenny. I'm kind of sad about that.
It was 20-3 going into halftime.
27-3.
No, it was 20-3. No, it was 20.
Scored. The Rams came back and scored.
It was 20-3 going.
It was
into
20-3.
Into halftime. Immediately after halftime, it was 27-3.
But then they scored again. Then it was 27-3. Yeah.
Okay, so 27-3, Rams in the middle of the third.
Wait a minute.
If you're looking at almost any other team in the NFL that doesn't have Tom Brady, this game's over.
Look, can we talk about how second half Brady had 24 points and Rams only had
10.
Like 10. So yeah, Brady almost brought them back.
I mean, we mean almost. He did
Brady
bring them back.
Brady had a bad game.
He brought them back.
Yeah,
Brady had a bad game.
Yeah.
A QBR of 14. I know I sound like Skip Bayless right now, but 14?
Yeah, Brady didn't have a good game at all.
30 of 54, 308, 329 yards, and an interception and a touchdown.
Even
His
though
rating was
If you want to
72.
talk about dink and dunk, 6.1 average.
listen, even
His
though
rating
he,
was 72
even
though. That's
though he
bad.
had, even though he had a bad game, he brought them back from 27 to.
I just want to know. So they have Giovanni Bernard, but don't use him.
I know that.
He had one target all game and no rushing attempts.
Oh, I don't know. I think once Brady gets in that
Leonard Lenny caught all 9 of his passes though.
Once Brady gets in that like motion of like wanting to come back now, he puts what he wants in. I mean, with 4 minutes left in the game, it's 13-27. So I think now we can talk about the Rams. Like we move on to the Rams now. They almost swallowed this one completely. Like I've never seen a complete breakdown.
So there was a lot of fumbles in this game.
There was.
Yeah.
Cam had
The
2,
Rams had
Cup had 1,
1, 2, 3,
Allen had
4
1.
fumbles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And only one was recovered defensively by Von Miller. That is why were there so many fumbles this game? Butterfingers, everybody.
I don't know if the nerves must have been out, but excuse me. Listen, we can talk about Cooper Kupp now. Matthew, go ahead. I'll let you, since you were chanting his name, go ahead.
9 catches, 183 yards, 20.3 average on 11 targets.
And a TD.
He is that man.
Mm-hmm.
Mama, there goes that man. Now, why the hell did they play single coverage on the last play of the freaking game?
That was poor decision.
No, it was aggressive. It is respectable.
Against Cooper?
But confusing.
Come on now.
Also,
Do you want one-on-one Odell? Because that's the one-on-one guy.
I'd rather have one-on-one on Odell than Cooper.
I agree.
I'm about to say, I'll
look at
take
these
Odell
numbers
over
this
Cooper.
season.
I think they double. I think he. Hold on, I need to watch the last play again because I think he was on the left side of the
Cooper
field
Kupp just completely
with
burned
underneath
the safety.
coverage on Odell on the outside the numbers.
Yeah. But I mean, didn't Cooper Kupp just completely burn the safety, and that's how he got open for
He
that?
had a double move on him. I believe.
Okay. But anyways, I mean, like Cooper Kupp's playing like at the highest we've seen since.
Like he wants that MVP. He wants the MVP.
Shout out Stafford for giving another player a triple crown and a passing yards record.
Yes.
I mean, shout out Stafford for not being bad again. I mean, two games in a row where he's playing well.
2 tutties, 366 yards, 28 of 38.
Yes. Boy.
Is Tom done?
It is more likely for him to be done than it was last season.
He should be done for sure.
I mean, did y'all see what he came out and said?
I'm about to say, did he say something about it?
Yeah, he said.
Yeah, he was considering it.
That he might consider.
No, he said that this offseason he's gonna really look at his family and really look and see, because he said his wife doesn't really like all the. Every time he said
question. So, I just brought up the coverage for the Cooper Kupp tutty. Just for the tutty alone, why are they playing cover 2? Why are they playing cover 2? They got 3 linebackers.
You talking about the touchdown one, right?
Yeah. Okay. They have 3 linebackers 15 yards down the field. And only 2 Rams in the middle of it with Cooper Kupp burning down the outside on a discount corner route, post route. Like why would you even call that?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
At first I thought it was single high safety. I was like, why is he just running past him? No, it was 2 high safety and he didn't get any help.
That's just funny to me.
Man.
Anyways,
But back to Brady situation.
Yeah. So
his wife said that, he said that, every time I get hit, my wife doesn't like it, and he wants to be there for his kids, and he's going to really take his time and look at it this offseason. I mean, he's about to be 45 years old, right? Like,
He should retire. It's done.
I think he's done, man.
He's a Hall of Famer. It's like
first
nothing
ballot.
else.
I mean, they can give it to him
Also,
right now if they wanted to.
So, a
7
few more-
rings. Like, what else do you need? What else?
I have
what
two
you
more
need to
things.
play for? You
Two more
accomplish
things.
everything.
For the game-sealing Cooper Cup play. Another
We
time.
get off cup.
One more. I got one more. One more.
Golly.
Then I'll go on to Brady. One more. There's two people opening that cup over the top. Holy shit, someone's calling me. Sorry. And you had Odell underneath, which was probably winning for another 40 yards. But I digress. For Tom Brady, I forgot his name, but his name is Arlington. He's around Brady's camp a lot. He's around Boston. So whatever information he has is trustworthy. He's saying that Brady is most likely done this season.
I think so. I mean, okay, here I pose another question. With Brady being done this season, if Brady's done, are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a team? Are
they're
they
not going to be good. They're not
are
going to
they
be
a
as
good
good.
team?
If they'll find another solid QB, then yeah. But
Like
if
who?
not, no, not like another Brady. No.
Hey, I'm telling. What if Rodgers just go fill in the void?
Well, I wonder. I don't think they might do this. Maybe they just let Kyle Trask go for it.
I mean, why not?
But-
I mean,
And
It's
it's like
like-
you had Brady to teach you. I'm not saying he is
Yeah.
Brady and is going to be Brady, but it's like that's a great mentor to have.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
what you're
like,
looking up to.
you might as well see what you got from him.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, it's looking like the NFC South is going to be the worst division next year.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Low key. I agree
So-
with you, Davion.
What
High
if,
key, not low key, high key.
It'll be
so
trash.
if Brady, we got to remember, if Brady retires, Gronk is out.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Gronk definitely.
Awesome.
Duh. Gronk only came back for Brady
Exactly. Gronk has been saying this
and
for
got his
years.
ring again and left.
Brady is my QB.
And let's be real. He has been such a safety blanket for that team.
Mm-hmm.
Such a safety
Well,
blanket.
I
No? Are
mean-
you serious?
no, I'm saying for the last game.
No, for the entire season and last season.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not talking about the season. I was just saying for the game,
What are
he
you
went
talking
4 of
about?
11. That's what I'm talking about. He
What are we
went
talking
4
about?
of 11.
What are we talking about here? He has been. I mean, but
I
regardless.
mean,
of that,
outside of that, yeah,
Regardless
he's
of-
always been a safety blanket.
yes. But, anywho, listen, I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they almost had it, man. It was in their hands. And that man Cooper Kupp took it all away from them.
Yeah,
But,
2 great plays from Stafford.
yeah. I mean, and he got the ball clocked in time too, unlike the Dallas
Mhm.
Cowboys. Anywho, the Rams and the San Francisco 49ers division round.
Rams. Rams.
Oh wow!
Whoa.
Wow.
Just
why? I'm
because
gonna say
it's
why.
just because it's the 49ers.
And because they beat y'all and you're upset about
And you damn right.
it.
I respect it. I'm not gonna lie, I respect it.
That's amazing. I'm gonna go with the Rams as well. I'm gonna say why though. Listen, I think the Rams are the more. I think the Rams are the team with
Yeah, complete.
with the most to lose, and they're like you said, they're a better complete team.
You wanna hear a quote from Odell regarding practice with the Rams?
Sure, why not?
He said practicing with the Rams is like playing in the Pro Bowl every day. So many stars.
Oh wow! Listen,
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, yeah, I mean it's like dancing with the stars
Also-
over there.
Apparently, Leonard Fournette released a quote from Tom Brady. Brady, I don't remember who he told, but Brady said, "I played with your dad. You should ask him about me."
Oh man.
That man's old. That man is,
That's how old Brady is.
what is 20, 22 years, 23 years in the league?
22 years in the league.
Yeah, he old.
Ridiculous. But yeah, no, I got Rams. I think their offense will their offense can be beat by the I'm sorry. By the Rams. Let's try this again. I got the Rams. I don't know what's going on. I'm struggling. I don't think the 76ers
49ers.
That's the East Coast, dog.
I think I'm having a stroke. The 49ers secondary cannot contain Cooper Kupp and the Rams offense. I think
And a special team on fold.
special teams, huh? Your
And if they
special
stop
teams folded, didn't
Garoppolo,
it?
and if it stops Garoppolo, it's over.
Yeah, I think the Rams defense is too good. I think they'll stop Jimmy G and they put some pressure on him. How many times was Brady sacked this past week?
Three times.
Three times. But there's a lot of. I
it
think
was 3.
it was just 3. I think they'll put a lot more pressure on him than the
He fumbled
than that other team, the Packers offense.
Okay.
Yeah. Rams have a better offense than Rodgers.
Here we go. Here we go with the excuses.
Why'd you mention Rodgers?
Here we go with the excuses.
Okay, but importantly, there are injuries to the Rams. Taylor Rapp, safety, is still questionable. Andrew Whitworth is questionable, but he will practice this week, and he's on track to play. So is Rapp on concussion protocol. And their other tackle, Joe Noteboom. Interesting.
Noteboom?
Noteboom.
Okay, gotcha.
Suffered a pectoral sprain late in the game against the Bucks. Doesn't say whether he's on track to play.
Question: You speaking about are you looking at the injuries, right?
Yeah.
How about Debo? Because Debo did hop off the field limping.
They all came off that field. Right. They all came off the field limping.
Debo is on track to play.
Okay.
They already announced that. So is
Kittle.
So is Kittle.
Correct. They all came off the field limping on that final play, man. They looked rough. Looked like they went to war. But wait, Matt,
Oronde.
Y'all, I'm about to go to bed. Yes.
What's the picks?
Jeff,
what's y'all's pick?
One more thing real quick. Jeff Wilson Jr., the running back, limited. Elijah Mitchell did not practice yesterday.
Oh, really?
I have no update on that.
I know they said a lot of their players had soreness from the game because those that Packer teams, man, they were hitting hard.
Then it's snowing, it's cold.
Bro,
but
hard.
cornerback Ambry Thomas is doing well at practice Wednesday. So it's Ambry Thomas, Trent Williams should be on track to play. Elijah Mitchell and Jeff Wilson got to keep an eye on that.
Man,
running backs.
I found myself saying, why are they hitting so hard? They're being extra aggressive out there, those Packers players. That Packers defense, man, they were out there ready to fight. But y'all's pick?
Pick.
As much as I like Jimmy Jesus and the underdog story this season, I'm on the Stafford train. I've been cheering for him since he was able to escape Detroit. I'm going to go with the Rams.
Matthew, here we go.
Okay, so this will come down to coaching, I think, again.
These are two really good coaches.
Dude, I didn't even think about that.
These are two really good coaches.
Shanahan owns Sean McVay.
Mm-hmm.
So
ever since they left Washington.
So the Niners have owned the Rams twice this year. A third time, who knows? The Rams are the better team. You know what? Since my bracket's busted anyways, I'll just pick the underdog. I'll go with San Fran winning it.
Want to put some do up on that?
I respect it.
What's up?
Want to put some money up on that?
No, I'm not putting money on it. My bracket's busted.
I'll give you 5 points.
No.
No, I'm kidding. I don't want to give you points anyway.
No.
Yeah, no. They.
I'll just go with the underdog for this one.
Interesting.
Listen, I think it'd be cool to see a Chiefs-Niners rematch too.
Yeah, and I think a big reason I think this can go either way. This is we all know division games can go either way.
Yeah,
and especially being in the playoffs, both of these teams are going to put it all on the line. There's no limping off with a sore knee. There's no limping off with an injury. There's no limping off for anything. You're going to play this entire game out. I have the Rams, but I think this game's going to be a complete toss-up. It's a 3:00 game, isn't it? No, this is a 6:00 game. It's a 6:00 game.
6:30.
Yeah, 6:30 game.
The line for it is 3.5 Rams over under 46 points.
46?
46 points.
I say under.
It's going to be nice and sunny in SoFi. 70 degrees on game day.
In a dome.
I love to have that weather here, huh? No, listen, I think this game can go either way. Man, yeah. How any final statements, man, before we close out?
Do we want to review our picks again for both games? So what, Bengals, Chiefs, what does everyone have?
I went 3-1 this week. Oh no, for this game.
For this week, sorry.
I have the
He just
Chiefs.
wanted to point that out.
I think it was 3-1. Got one loss on there, yeah, last week. but yeah, no, Chiefs. I have the Chiefs for sure.
I have the Chiefs.
I have the Bengals.
And then I'll go with the Chiefs.
Rams and the 49ers.
So 3 Rams and 1 49ers.
Okay.
Yep.
Locking it in.
Lock them in. This has been another brand new episode.
No
of the
coach
Post
stuff?
Game.
Another time.
No.
Yeah, there's not a lot of big stuff going on besides Sean
No one
Payton.
cares about general managers. Sean Payton's the only.
Besides Sean Payne leaving.
Yeah, no, that was about it.
And wanted to cry.
All I wanted to mention real quick, because it's the Broncos, and Broncos are the ones who are going to probably make the biggest splash this offseason for moves, whether it be for QB or whatever. They're likely to just promote from within.
Okay.
They're, who I've already forgot his name. I think it was Hackett is probably likely going to be their head coach, and are going to promote Luke Getsy up to offensive coordinator. So it's going to be actually a good move. They should be able to produce next season.
Okay.
Question.
Also,
We're so bad.
also Mara doubled down on Daniel Jones in New York.
Yeah.
What was
Should
your
you
question?
Question, y'all.
Go
Should
ahead.
I pull up to Davion house and shoot confetti in his face for his loss of
No.
Sean Payne leaving?
That sounds dumb. It's for what?
Black and gold.
Just I can go confetti, right, and just
That
shoot it in
sounds-
his face.
That's so corny.
It's
Oh,
corny.
hold on,
I love
wait.
it.
Go to
He loved it.
Go to the Post Game Inc. Instagram. That is the Post Game Inc. Instagram. I'm gonna post me shooting confetti in Elijah's face this past weekend
Confetti.
for the Packers lose. For the Packers loss. But yeah, no.
Y'all- It was not worth watching. He should have got green. I would have been happy if it was green.
There were no other colors. No, this has been another brand new episode of the Post Game. Be on the lookout for more episodes every week, every Wednesday. If you made it this far, thank you for listening. Thank you, the boys, for jumping on this week. And it's crazy to think that next week we'll be talking about the Super Bowl, man. Man, that's ridiculous. But yeah, I have been your host, Davion.
I've been Eli.
I'm Matt.
I'm Oronde.
And this has been the Post Game.